So a big welcome to all of you, any and all of you. Here we are at the end of October. The night's drawing in, it's getting darker. And I've missed you all scrolling through, but I see a few of you. Willow Riverwood, Angelica Minier from Germany, Willow from Leicestershire, Jan Reuters from the north of the Netherlands, Gordon Harper, I think that's Scotland. Beautiful, my father's homeland. And Eva Linknecht. You're in the circle with us, says Angelica. Hope you have time to watch the recording and enjoy it. I do always afterwards. Sandra, hello. Hello to all of you. Anyway, lots of love. And yeah, here we are in the dark time, going deeper. So let's have a song to just mark that and celebrate that. And then I'll speak a bit more to the occasion. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days. Please join in. And the wind blows rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey ho, darker grow the days, and the wind blows rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey, oh, darker grow the days, and the wind blows rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey, oh, darker grow the days, and the wind blows rain across the land. See the leaves are falling, hear the spirits calling. Hey, oh, darker grow the days. Lovely. Welcome in, everyone. Lovely to see you. Here we are. So yes, I'm in a different location. Fleur and I have swapped rooms. Fleur's got my bowl. This is hers. It's bigger. This is her singing bowl, also bigger. Got a different ring. And the bowl, I don't know if you can see, but it's full of ash because I didn't have enough sand. I didn't have any sand to put in. And then I realised we had lots of wood ash. And so it's very fitting for this Samhain time. Samhain, time of the ancestors, time of the old ones. Veil between the worlds is thin. And here are the swan feathers, swan, bird of Samhain, bird of boundaries and other world. We'll have another song. Yeah, this autumn song from Martha Tilston. Autumn it still is, but it won't be much longer. We're coming through autumn, and but it's a beautiful song, this one. Excuse me. Carry me on an autumn song, yea, yea, to the source where we all belong, yea, yea. From green to gold I turn, from gold to green we learn. I go inwards and return, yea, 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 yea. Please join in. I see some hearts going up there. It's lovely. Join in if you care to. Carry me on an autumn song, yea, yea, to the source where we all belong, yea, yea. From green to gold we turn, from gold to green we learn. I go inwards and return, yea, 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 yea. Carry me on an autumn song, yea, yea, to the source where we all belong, yea, yea. From green to gold I turn, from gold to green we learn. I go inwards and return, yea, 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 yea. Once more all together if we can. Carry me on an autumn song, Yea, yea, to the source where we all belong. Yea, yea, from green to gold I turn, from gold to green we learn. I go inwards and return. Aye, aye, hey, yai, 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 hey. It's a beautiful song, isn't it? It says, I love the way, yes, she acknowledges in the song, we turn from green to gold. I turn from gold to green. From green to gold I turn. From gold to green we learn. The cycle. I go inwards and return. Yeah, yeah. Wonderful part of the seasons. So we'll have another song, and then we'll link in and make our offerings, our pledges. So what did I think for a third song? Aha, yeah, one for the season. This one, some of you may know, but this is very much of this time. We're here. This is Samhain, it's traditionally known as, and it's the time of honouring our ancestors, the time of honouring the dead. Something we've neglected in our cultures and societies for too long, but it's coming back in. So Samhain, when I first started practicing 25, 30 years ago, most people in this land didn't know what I was on about if I said that word. But now a good few understand and know, and others are learning. It's coming more and more into the light, more into focus, more into awareness, and the need to honour the ancestors. So this song, it's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. I'll just get my drum ready. And knock my glasses on the floor. There we are. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. It's the blood of the ancients flowing through our veins. Times change, yet the circle of life remains. So if we can imagine linking hands around, yes, sometimes I call it the global grove. We're scattered across the earth, across the land, we're scattered across this island, neighbouring islands, neighbouring continents, and yet in this moment, in our hearts, in our spirit, in our field of energy, we can link in together right in this moment. And we come together, and it doesn't matter what your faith or none, doesn't matter what your belief system is, doesn't matter what you're carrying, whether you come full of joy or full of sadness, full of hope or full of hopelessness, everything's welcome in this space. Everyone and everything. We're all equal. We're all linked and we're all as one. And I call on Great Spirit to protect, to guide, to inspire and to bless us as we journey together in honour of our sacred earth on which we dwell. This earth service is an offering for the earth. It's also an offering to ourselves and to our loved ones. We honour the earth in this coming together through song and heartfulness and silence. So in my traditional, what's become tradition, I'm going to light 3 candles. So the first candle I will light for myself, and I'll put in a quality, an energy, a gift. I'll put it into the circle, and I don't know what that is yet. It will be in the moment. Second candle will be for you, and I invite you to say your name and to put in a quality. And the third candle will be for whoever else you want to honour here at this time in this circle. And they can be alive or dead, of this world or of the other, or someone you want to honour or bring in for healing. You'll know in the moment if you don't know already. So I'm JJ. And I bring ancestral love. Your turn. And now someone else, and a quality for them. And so just honouring the 4 directions: east, air, hawk of dawn; south, fire, stag in the heat of the chase and passion; west, water, salmon; north, earth, the great bear of the starry heavens and the deep and fruitful earth; So bringing this all together, linking hands, we'll just sing 3 Arwens together. Arwen, A-U-N. Ah is breath. Wen is sacred or holy. Sacred breath, flowing spirit. We sing and we seal our journey, and as we embark together on this soul song. Deep breath. Squeezing the hand either side, imaginary at one level but very real in this moment. And coming back to your bodies, to your heart. It's beautiful because this is always unique, a unique mix of people, a unique mix of qualities, and we weave this web of magic, which is easily dismissed by some as piffle and puffle and puffle and waffle. And some of it is waffle when I'm talking, but there's a lot of depth and beauty to it, and it radiates out. It makes a difference in the world. And at this time, that's really important. Always was important, but it's more than ever, isn't it? So I can't read the name, but Karen. Oh yes, Karen. Gordon. Erica. Sandra. Yeah, maybe some of you would care to share what quality you've put in, so we can share and build that spiral of energy even more together. And then what I'd like to read you the first verse of a poem. It's one that I love dearly, though you might wonder why when I read it, but it's very powerful. It's by Rilke, Rainer Maria Rilke. So he was around at the end of the 1800s into the early 1900s. And this it just struck me. I came across it again recently. It's an old poem, but this seems to resonate in this time. Well, just listen and you'll get it. Have no reason to harbour any mistrust. Have no reason to harbour any mistrust against our world, for it is not against us. If it has terrors, they are our terrors. If it has abysses, these abysses belong to us. If there are dangers, we must try to love them. And only if we could arrange our lives in accordance with the principle that tells us that we must always trust in the difficult, then what now appears to us to be alien will become our most intimate and trusted experience. I find that helpful and wise. So let's have a song that takes us a bit deeper, and again honouring the ancestors, allowing for our ancestral lineage, our heritage, to be honoured and appreciated and respected, blessed and acknowledged in the attention of soulfulness, mindfulness and heartfulness all together. I am tomorrow's ancestor, the future of yesterday. For what I am in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. You are tomorrow's ancestor, the future of yesterday. For what you are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestor, the future of yesterday. For what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. I am tomorrow's ancestor, the future of yesterday. For what I am in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. You are tomorrow's ancestor, the future of yesterday. For what you are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday. For what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. So shortly we'll have a period of silence and I invite us to open our whole being to honour those who've gone before. Here we stand in our privilege of being alive, and boy is that some privilege to be alive. It's only a fleeting gift, and it's easy to goof off, as it were, or zone out, and we all do it. But it's really important to make the most of our gift. What's each of our unique gift in this life, and we honour the gift that our ancestors have bestowed through their life force, passing generation upon generation upon generation. Thousands of generations behind us. Way back. And here's the ash. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So will we. So we'll have one more song, and I've got a poem as well by Tagore, which I love, for the dead, for those who've passed on. And we'll have silence where we can each reflect and give gratitude in our own way. Fire, sacred fire, burning through the night, come to me in the dream time with your visions of light. Circle round, spiral down to this heart open wide. Healing light, burning bright, dry these tears that I've cried. Fire, sacred fire, burning through the night, come to me in the dream time with your visions of light. Circle round, spiral down to this heart open wide. Healing light, burning bright, dry these tears that I've cried. Fire, sacred fire, burning through the night, come to me in the dream time with your visions of light. Circle round, spiral down to this heart open wide. Healing light, burning bright, dry these tears that I've cried. Fire, sacred fire, burning through the night, come to me in the dream time with your visions of light. Circle round, spiral down to this heart open wide. Healing light, burning bright, dry these tears that I've cried. Fire, sacred fire, burning through the night, come to me in the dream time with your visions of light. Healing light, burning bright, dry these tears that I've cried. Circle around, spiral down to this heart open wide. Fire, sacred fire, burning through the night, come to me in the dream time with your visions of light. Circle round, spiral down to this heart open wide. Healing light, burning bright, dry these tears that I've cried. So I'm going to read a poem. Pretty much know it off by heart, but not quite. Well, if I don't find it, I'll have to remember it by heart, won't I? That's interesting. Well, it is going to have to be by heart because it's in this book somewhere. But can I find it? No. So, Peace my heart. Let the time for parting be sweet. Let it not be a death, but a completeness. Let love melt into memory and pain into song. Let the flight through the sky end in the folding of the wings over the nest. Let the last touch of your hand be gentle, like the flower of the night. Stand still, O beautiful end, for a moment, as we say our last words to you in silence. We bow to you and hold up our lamps to light you on your way. I'm going to switch off the light and we'll have a few minutes meditation and silence, which will end with the bell. So we'll all have been meditating in our own way, giving gratitude in our own way, giving our attention in our own unique way. And we'll each have put in this third candle, we'll have put in someone special or someone special this night. I'll mention that this is for a young woman that died in our community this week, tragically, a real tragic death. I won't go into it now, but I suppose, yeah, Samhain is the time to honour the ancestors, and yeah. And our ancestors had rituals and ways of connecting and honouring the land and people, ways that have often been lost. But I read today, I knew of this, but I didn't know the detail. Up in Perthshire in Scotland, very near where my dad came from actually, or fairly near, in Glen Lyon, a very beautiful place. I've been there a couple of times. And out in the glens, there's a place where there's a family of stones. I say a family of stones. There's something called the Badoch or the Badenoch, and the Caliach, and then there's a wee bairn. It's a family. The old man that's what the Gaelic Badenoch, I believe, means, and Caliach is the old hag, the old woman. And these stones are brought out of a little shieling. It's a structure, a shelter, nestled in the hills. Just simple stones, but they're put to bed. They're put in for the winter at this time, Samhain now, and they're brought out again at Beltane, 6 months' time. And there's a wonderful symmetry and beauty to that. We put the ancestors in shelter for the winter, but we honour them. The Caliach, and the lesser known, is it Badenoch or Badoch? Yeah, anyway, there's an old man and an old woman. Very beautiful. So we'll move on. I'm going to finish with a song for the Swan, but before that, it's also full moon. At least it is tomorrow, I think around 2:30, 2:40 tomorrow afternoon. It's full moon. It's here pretty much now. So it's a very special Samhain with the full moon. It's also a blue moon, once in a blue moon. A blue moon is when we have 2 moons in the month, 2 full moons. So this is the second full moon in the month of October. So a simple song for the moon, to honour the moon. I might not have the words quite right, but I trust you'll forgive me for that. We can vary them. So what's the song? The moon, she is dancing on the waves, on the waves, on the shore. The moon, she is dancing on the waves as they flow to the shore. She is dancing on the waves as they flow to the shore. On the waves as they flow to the shore. Join me if you care to. The moon, she dances on the waves as they flow to the shore. The moon, she is dancing on the waves as they flow to the shore. She is dancing on the waves as they flow to the shore. The moon, she dances on the waves as they flow to the shore. The moon, she dances on the waves as they flow to the shore. She is dancing on the waves as they flow to the shore. The moon, she dances on the waves as they flow to the shore. The moon, she dances on the waves as they flow to the shore. Making circles on the waves, on the waves, on the shore. And just honouring in the moment, I have some friends in South Devon and a grove of fellow Druids will be celebrating right this moment on the shore with the moon dancing, making circles on the waves as they flow to the shore. So to all my friends in South Devon, although you won't be with me right this moment probably, some of you might if you're not on the shore. It's just timely, the thought of them on the beach, the full moon and the waves, and celebrating Samhain and ancestors. So I'm going to draw this to a close. Something really powerful and beautiful about honouring our ancestors, about honouring my ancestors and being together like this. So the swan, these swan feathers. The swan is associated with this time. I have the sense it's because it's an otherworldly bird. It really has that energy, that elusive energy in a way. I was down at the swanery in Abbotsbury with Fleur last week. Hundreds and hundreds of swans, really beautiful birds. And there's a song I was taught quite a few years ago now that honours the swan. We've probably heard of the term Swan Song. Swan Song is often, as we're dying, isn't it? It's the last act before our last beautiful act before we die. And I didn't know this, and it's a powerful story. The swan doesn't really have a song like so many songbirds. The swan, we know it croaks or calls as it goes overhead. But in its death throes, apparently, though I've never heard it myself, the swan emits a song in its death. Because it has a long neck, the air bouncing through the long neck as it dies forms an arpeggio, a natural, beautiful piece of music, which is the swan song. So in its death, it sings this remarkable song. Now, as I say, I've never heard it, but this song is haunting. But this song is a bit like Marmite. You'll either love it or hate it. Some people love it, some doesn't do it for them, but it certainly works for me. And it's very much of this time, haunting and otherworldly. So we're finished with this. And I invite you as ever to listen and then join in. as the swan sings. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, loo, loo. As the swan sings. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, loo, loo. As the swan sings. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, loo, loo. As the swan sings. Loo, 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 loo. So we'll draw this together. So you can see what's happening here, but it's a good job you can't smell, because when I was pointing out the swan feathers at the start of that song, I burnt the hairs on my arm, and it doesn't smell particularly good. Minor damage. So we'll offer this out. Just before I do that, Sovereign Earth next Tuesday will be on the topic of play, playfulness, play, 8 o'clock on Tuesday. So that's every fortnight, Sovereign Earth. And then there'll be another Earth service in the Global Grove next Friday, 8 o'clock. And also, just briefly, I had inquiries about the drumming. People seem to like the drumming at the start as a way to land and come in. And someone asked about personal journey offerings. I can offer that one-to-one as a service, as a healing. You'll need to message me separately and we'll arrange a time and a means of doing that. So let's just honour this space that we've shared. We honour all the beautiful energies we've woven together in heartfulness, prayerfulness and playfulness. And we'll share 3 breaths, and then I'll blow the candles out on behalf of all of us, but I'm doing it on behalf of each and every one of us. Thank you for being here. So first breath, take a breath for ourselves of this beautiful energy, breath for us. Whoops. And the second breath for all those who are living, our family, our friends, our communities. Breath. A third breath for all those who've passed over, who've passed on, the many, many, many who've gone before, in their honour and honouring them with beauty and healing. Deep breath. And 3 Arwens. Ah. Sending love and healing, light and blessings to our ancestors this night. Deep breath, and we'll share the blowing out of the candles, and that will be me in the dark, and I'll sign off. Deep breath. So, bidding you good night. Anyone who needs to contact me, there's the Enchanting the Void website, or it's jjmiddleway@hotmail.com. Good night, lots of love, loads of hearts going up there. I'll just hang on a minute and just take that fully in, your appreciation and love, feeling it deeply, sending it back. Bye-bye.